Hey guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to debug Python code in VS Code. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with this tutorial. Here I have a simple Python program that defines a class named language. It has a constructor, and it has two methods, getName and message. The message method simply prints out the name property of that object. And here at the bottom, I create an array of two objects, Python and JavaScript, and store them in language variable. Then I for loop through that array and print out a message for each of the language objects by calling the message method. To start debugging, you have to make sure you have the Python extension. So go to extensions, type Python, select Python, and click on the install button. Now to start debugging your Python program, let's go ahead and close this first, and all you have to do is press F5. So once you press F5, this thing pops up and you can select different options. You can debug Python module, but we're going to choose debug Python file, which is the current file. So here we just entered the debug mode. The VS Code debugger gives us these controls. You can unpause your debugger. Once you stop at a breakpoint, you can step over that stack. You can step into that stack like a function, and you can step out of a stack. Now, these debugging features are going to become much more clear as you practice debugging your Python code. And the program executed without errors because it doesn't have any errors. And as you can see, we printed out the message for both objects. Debugging isn't always about fixing errors. Sometimes you just want to look up a value of some variable or print a message when some kind of condition is true. In order to start doing any of that, we need to create a breakpoint. A breakpoint is a stopping point at which your program will halt so that you can take a look at what's going on in your program at that state. To make a new breakpoint at a specific line, move your mouse over there and click at the line that you want to create a breakpoint for. This will add a red dot at that location. So now hit F5 and we're going to start debugging this program. So our execution flow just stopped at the line we marked with the breakpoint. And we can analyze what's being passed into the name parameter of the constructor, and that's Python. That's because when we're creating the language array, we're passing Python into that name property. You can even assign a different value to the name property in the constructor as the program runs, as you're debugging it. So I'm going to change Python to Python 3. Now, this program is going to continue running with this new value I just assigned by changing it. This can be really helpful for debugging different places of your program without actually changing your code. Now, there's a bunch of different things you can also check in the debug pane, but we're not going to go that deep in this tutorial. And so I changed the variable, but our debugger is paused. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause the program to see what happens. In order to do that, I'm going to press F5 or click on this continue button over there. And so as you can see in the console, we have my name is Python 3, which was the variable we changed. Now let's go ahead and try something else. Right click on the breakpoint and select edit breakpoint, and then choose expression, which is the default option. So I'm going to type name equals JavaScript, and this basically means if this condition is met, only then the breakpoint will be activated. Hit enter to confirm the expression and press F5 again to start debugging this Python program. Now what's going to happen is that this breakpoint will activate only when our for loop goes through the JavaScript language object. And this is why in the debugger's local variable view, you will see name equals JavaScript. So this is another way of looking at your program state when a particular expression is met. And to exit the debugger, press the stop button over there. Now let's right click on the breakpoint again. And this time we're going to make it do something different. I'm going to select edit breakpoint again, but this time I'll choose hit count. Now this will make the breakpoint execute only once based on the number you specify here. And that's the number of times this place in your code has been executed so far. So if you set this to 0, basically this breakpoint will never execute. If you set the hit count to 1, this breakpoint will execute only the first time. And if you set it to 2, for example, this breakpoint will execute only the second time your code is running at that point in your script, and pretty much never again. Here I pressed F5 and the breakpoint executed at the second iteration in the for loop. Now I'm going to remove the previous breakpoint and place another one at this line here with the print statement. Now I'm going to right click the breakpoint and go to Edit Breakpoint and select the third option, which is Log Message. This will make the Debug Console show this message every time this place in your code is executed. You can also add variables in brackets like this. So here I'm going to print out a message with the object itself. And now I'm going to hit F5 to start debugging this Python program, and it's going to run as expected without errors, and you will not see anything in the terminal. But if you go to the Debug Console, you will see those messages printing out the instance of the object that was specified in the breakpoint's log message. So this secondary debug output tab in a terminal outputs messages specifically from the breakpoint. So guys, pretty much this is all there is to debugging Python scripts in Visual Studio Code. If you think I might have missed something important, just post a comment on this video or subscribe to this channel if you want to see all kinds of coding tutorials, because I'm always working on something next.